In 1950 in Asia, North Korea, who was aided by the Soviet Union, attacked Seoul, the South Korean capital, and attempted to capture the country and spread communism. The U.S. then brought troops into South Korea to protect it. After North Korean forces were pushed back to the Chinese border, the war went on for 2 more difficult years. South Korea and North Korea are both on a peninsula in Southeast Asia. After World War II ended, South Korea became a republic, North Korea became a democratic republic, and it was also communist. American and Soviet troops occupied both countries. The soldiers were there because of World War II that had ended in 1945, 5 years before the Korean War. There was a lot of tension between the two countries, especially along the border, which was also called the 38th parallel. The tension led to major conflict. There were many factors that led to the U.S. entering the war. American President Harry Truman was in office from 1945 to 1953 and was very concerned about communism in countries like Russia and China, who both aided North Korea. Around the time of the war, many Americans were scared about communism and how it could spread. This effect lasted during the 1950s and was called the Red Scare. When the Red Scare became a problem, Republican U.S. Senator Joseph McCarthy took extreme measures to get rid of communism that may have existed in America. It was called McCarthyism, and it caused a lot of panic that may have made Truman draw more attention to communism. Another big factor that led the U.S. to enter the Korean War was the Truman Doctrine, which was made in 1947. It stated that the United States would protect other countries who were threatened by communism, like South Korea was in 1950. These factors, the Red Scare, McCarthyism, and the Truman Doctrine, influenced the U.S. to enter the Korean War. This war, unlike previous American wars, was not a victorious win. It was the first American proxy war, which meant that the powerful countries fighting only used part of their military to support a side without destroying the enemy. After North Korea initiated the conflict, the battle was pushed back to the 38th parallel. Some other countries, like China, entered the war to protect themselves from the battle. After 2 years of unnecessary killing, the war was ended with a peace signing. Today, there are still some long-lasting effects from the war, such as separated families, but both countries have grown and prospered.